113 degrees isn't that bad. It gets 140 degrees in the deserts in Iraq all the time, and people...
Crystal caves are nature's most breathtaking wonders, sparkling with hidden beauty beneath the earth. Many of these caves remain unexplored, holding secrets waiting to be uncovered. Imagine the thrill of discovering a world filled with stunning crystals and untouched formations. The Cave of Crystals, Cueva de los Cristales, in Mexico. Deep beneath the Sierra de Naica mountain in Chihuahua, Mexico, lies a cave that looks straight out of Superman's Fortress of Solitude. Known as the Giant Crystal Cave, it's home to the largest crystals ever found on Earth. Massive, sparkling gypsum pillars that stretch up to 36 feet long and 3 feet thick. These crystals are so big, you could walk across some like bridges. But don't start packing your hiking boots. Visiting this incredible cave is nearly impossible. It's a dangerous, sweltering place where the temperature soars to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, 47 degrees Celsius, and humidity hovers near 100%. Staying too long could even cause fluids to condense in your lungs. A deadly situation. Magma started pushing through fault lines beneath the Sierra de Naica about 26 million years ago. This magma heated the groundwater that filled the limestone caves below. For thousands of years, this water carried a mineral called anhydrite, which remained stable in high heat. When the water's temperature eventually dipped below 136 degrees Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius, the anhydrite dissolved and reformed as gypsum, specifically selenite, a translucent white-tinted variety. These gypsum crystals grew to jaw-dropping sizes thanks to the stable, mineral-rich water and uninterrupted growth over hundreds of thousands of years. Some are estimated to have taken 500,000 to 900,000 years to reach their current dimensions. The Giant Crystal Cave wasn't discovered until 2000 when the Pinolles Mining Company miners were draining water in search of lead and silver. Two brothers, Pedro and Juan Sanchez, stumbled upon the breathtaking crystal-filled chamber. Earlier, in 1910, miners had uncovered a smaller cave nearby called the Cave of Swords. While it also had selenite crystals, they were far smaller, about 8 feet long, likely because the cave cooled more quickly, limiting the crystal's growth. Due to the extreme heat and humidity, scientists and explorers initially spent only 10 minutes inside the Giant Crystal Cave. Later, with special cooling suits and respirators, they extended their visits to about an hour. During one expedition, NASA scientists discovered ancient microbes trapped inside the crystals, some possibly dormant for 50,000 years. In 2017, the mining company stopped pumping water out of the cave, allowing it to refill. While this protects the crystals from further exposure to air, which can weaken them, it also means the cave is once again submerged and off limits to humans. Who knows? These extraordinary crystals might still be growing. Giant Crystal Cavern in Spain. The Pulpi Geode, hidden in a gypsum mine in Pulpi, Spain, is one of nature's most breathtaking wonders. Discovered in 1999 inside the abandoned Minarica mine, it holds the title of the largest geode ever found, measuring an impressive 8 meters in length and 2 meters in height. This sparkling underground marvel is lined with massive, translucent gypsum crystals, some reaching nearly 7 feet long. Their purity and clarity make them appear like giant shards of ice, refracting light in mesmerizing patterns. Geodes like this form over millions of years through natural processes. In this case, mineral-rich water slowly seeped into an underground cavity and deposited gypsum. Over time, the minerals crystallized and grew to their extraordinary sizes. The unique conditions in this part of southern Spain allowed these crystals to develop so perfectly, offering scientists a rare glimpse into the Earth's geological history. The Pulpi geode was accidentally discovered by miners drilling a tunnel searching for lead and silver. When they stumbled upon this enormous cavity filled with shimmering crystals, it quickly became a geological treasure. Researchers were fascinated by its massive size, unique shape, and stunningly clear crystals, which remain among the most significant gypsum crystals ever documented. Though geologists and scientists flocked to study the geode, it was sealed off for years to protect it from potential damage. In 2019, the site was carefully opened to the public, allowing visitors to experience its beauty up close. Guided tours take small groups into the gypsum mine to admire the geode from a designated viewing area. Due to its delicate nature, scientists are restricted from directly entering the geode. Efforts to preserve this fragile wonder have been ongoing since its discovery. A controlled environment within the visitor center helps maintain stable conditions to ensure the crystals remain intact for future generations. Unfortunately, the geoda was damaged by vandals in late 2021. Though the harm was not as severe as feared, it was reopened shortly after. Since then, the pulpy geoda has become a major attraction for tourists, geologists, and mineral enthusiasts worldwide. It's not just a feast for the eyes, but also a window into the Earth's ancient processes. Visitors leave with a newfound appreciation for nature's patience and the intricate beauty it can create over millennia. If you ever visit Pulpi, this glittering geological gem is a must-see. It offers a rare and unforgettable glimpse into the heart of the Earth. Hang Son Doong, Vietnam. Hidden deep in the lush jungle of Phong Nha Bang National Park in Vietnam lies Hang Son Doong, the largest cave in the world. Discovered by a local farmer named Ho Con in 1990, its size and grandeur weren't revealed until 2009, when a British-Vietnamese expedition led by Howard and Deb Limbert explored it. This massive cave system, estimated to be 2 to 5 million years old, is a natural wonder. Stretching nearly 9 kilometers long, with a 38.5 million cubic meters volume, Hang Son Doong dwarfs all other caves. For comparison, it's 5 times the size of Deer Cave in Malaysia, which previously held the record for the most prominent natural cave. It's so vast inside that a 40-story skyscraper or a Boeing 747 could easily fit. The cave's entrance, hidden in a dense jungle, emits a roaring sound from the underground river flowing through it. One reason locals avoided it for years. Once inside, you're greeted by surreal sights. The Hope and Vision Passage is one of the largest chambers, home to the world's tallest stalagmite, which stands 80 meters tall. 2 lines, or sinkholes, where the cave's roof collapsed allow sunlight to stream in, creating lush underground rainforests filled with ferns, begonias, and trees. The first sinkhole, Doline 1, is nicknamed Watch Out for Dinosaurs, while the second, Doline 2, is called the Garden of Eden. Hang Son Doong also has unique geological formations. The Great Wall of Vietnam, a 90-meter-high calcite barrier, was a significant challenge for early explorers. Cave pearls, ranging from the size of peas to baseballs, and moss-covered stalagmites add to the otherworldly atmosphere. This isolated cave hosts ecosystems found nowhere else on Earth. Light from the dolines supports thriving rainforests, while the darker sections house unique species like blind fish and shrimp, which have adapted to the cave's nutrient-poor environment. Fossils in underground lakes with temperatures between 17 and 20 degrees Celsius offer even more to explore. Visiting Hang Son Doong is an adventure reserved for a lucky few. Only one company, Oxalis, can lead tours, and access is highly regulated to protect the cave's fragile ecosystem. The 6-day trek involves crossing rivers, navigating dense jungles, and exploring vast chambers. Despite its challenges, Hang Son Doong amazes adventurers, scientists, and nature lovers alike. Its beauty and mystery remind us of the incredible power of nature, hidden away for millions of years, waiting to be discovered. Lechugila Cave, USA. Lechugila Cave, located in the backcountry of Carlsbad Caverns National Park, wasn't always famous. Until 1986, it was just a small cave with a 90-foot, 27-meter entrance pit, leading to about 400 feet, 122 meters, of dead-end tunnels. Its only historical significance came from a brief period in 1914 when small amounts of bat guano were mined there. After that, it was mostly ignored. In the 1950s, however, cavers noticed something unusual: strong winds blowing from the rubble-covered floor. This led to speculation that hidden passages might exist below. Years later, a group of determined cavers from Colorado got permission to dig. Their efforts paid off in May 1986 when they broke through to massive, walkable passages. What they found was extraordinary. Since then, explorers have mapped over 145 miles, 233 kilometers of passages, and reached depths of 604 feet. 489 meters, making it the second deepest limestone cave in the United States. As of 2019, it ranks among the world's 10 longest caves, attracting cavers from all over. Eager to explore its untouched beauty, Lechugila Cave isn't just big, It's stunningly unique. Inside, explorers have found enormous deposits of gypsum and bright yellow sulfur. The cave features rare and beautiful formations, some of which had never been seen before, such as 20-foot, 6-meter gypsum chandeliers, delicate gypsum hairs and beards, and 18-foot, 5.5-meter soda straws. There are also cave pearls, helictites that twist underwater, and unusual structures called rusticles, U-loops, and J-loops. These formations outshine those in its more famous neighbor, Carlsbad Cavern, although Carlsbad's big room still holds the title for size. The cave is also a hotspot for scientific discoveries. Its great depth allows researchers to study 5 layers of rock formations from the inside. The gypsum and sulfur deposits support the theory that the cave was formed by sulfuric acid dissolving the rock. Even more fascinating are the rock-eating bacteria that feed on sulfur, iron, and manganese. These tiny organisms might even help shape the cave's unique formations. Some microbes discovered in the cave show potential for medicinal use, offering hope for breakthroughs in human health. Despite its wonders, Lechuguilla Cave faces threats. Oil and gas drilling on nearby public lands could leak harmful substances into the cave, endangering its fragile ecosystem and the people exploring it. To protect this incredible natural treasure, the park actively manages its resources to minimize risks. Lechuguilla Cave is more than a cave. It's a hidden world of beauty, mystery, and scientific importance, offering endless fascination for adventurers and researchers alike. Tam Luang Cave. Located in northern Thailand near the Myanmar border lies Tam Luang Nang Non, or the Great Cave of the Sleeping Lady. Mainly known to locals for its twisting passages, sparkling stalactites, and affluent folklore, the cave spans over 10 kilometers and ranks as the 4th largest in Thailand. But in June 2018, this peaceful spot became the center of global attention in an incredible tale of survival and rescue. It all began with a birthday. On June 23rd, Pirapult Knight Sompiangjai turned 17. His family had prepared a SpongeBob SquarePants cake and wrapped presents. But Knight had other plans. After football practice, he and his teammates from the Wild Boars youth team and their assistant coach, Ekapol Ake Chantawong, hopped on their bicycles and headed toward Tam Luang, a favorite spot for exploration. The boys loved the cave. They often ventured deep inside for team rituals, leaving their names on the walls. They planned only a short visit that day, carrying little more than torches. But as they entered, rain began to fall, monsoon season was approaching, and danger loomed. Unbeknownst to the boys, the cave was flooding. By the time they noticed, the water had blocked their way out, forced more profoundly into the dark maze. They scrambled to find safety, eventually reaching a small, rocky shelf about 4 kilometers inside. There, they huddled together, waiting for help. Back in the village, Knight's untouched birthday cake raised alarms. Parents quickly realized the boys were missing and rushed to the cave. Outside, they found bicycles, bags, and football shoes near the entrance. Rescuers were called, but the situation was dire. Tam Luang's winding passages and rising water made even experienced divers wary. Inside, the boys faced a terrifying ordeal. Trapped in darkness with no food, they used rocks to dig deeper into the cave wall, creating a small space to stay warm. A former monk, Coach Ake, taught them meditation to conserve energy and remain calm. They drank moisture dripping from the cave walls and relied on their torches for light. The porous limestone allowed air to seep in, keeping them alive. After 9 agonizing days, British divers miraculously found the group. A complex rescue mission unfolded, involving thousands of people worldwide. On July 10th, all 12 boys and their coach were brought out alive. Tragically, 2 Thai divers lost their lives during the effort. Once a quiet local spot, Tam Luang symbolized hope, courage, and resilience. Today, visitors worldwide see the cave that tested and united humanity extraordinarily. Crystal Cave, Bermuda. In the heart of Bermuda lies a hidden treasure, Crystal Cave. Found in Hamilton Parish near Castle Harbor, this magical underground world stretches over 500 meters long and sinks to a depth of 62 meters, with much of it now submerged beneath clear, still waters. The cave formed long ago when sea levels were lower, and as the ocean rose, its stunning formations were partially submerged, creating a breathtaking sight. The story of its discovery adds to its charm. In 1905, two 12-year-old boys, Carl Gibbons and Edgar Hollis, stumbled upon the cave while searching for a lost cricket ball. Their accidental find quickly caught the attention of the Wilkinson family, who owned the land. Bernard Wilkinson, just 14 years old, was lowered into the cave on a rope with only a bicycle lamp to guide him. He found a spectacular underground world of shimmering crystals, clear pools, and intricate formations. Crystal Cave is surrounded by limestone-rich areas near Harrington Sound, a region known for its network of hidden waterways connecting to the Atlantic Ocean. The cave is a dazzling display of stalactites and stalagmites, with crystal-clear pools reflecting their intricate beauty like mirrors. Though some formations bear scars from ancient earthquakes, the cave's splendor remains unmatched. Nearby is Fantasy Cave, a more profound wonder with vividly colored mineral deposits and equally impressive formations. Closed to visitors in the 1940s, it was reopened in 2001 with updated pathways and lighting, allowing guests to marvel at its beauty again. The two caves are often explored together, offering a double dose of awe-inspiring sights. Visitors to Crystal Cave can easily reach it by bus, taxi, motorbike, or bicycle. The caves are located on Crystal Caves Road, surrounded by a lush subtropical garden filled with palm trees, vibrant flowers, and various tree species. This peaceful setting adds to the allure of the experience. Owned and cared for by the local Wilkinson Trust, the caves have been open to the public since 1907 and enchant travelers worldwide. As you step into the extraordinary illuminated chambers and gaze at the shimmering waters reflecting the formations above, it's easy to see why these caves are considered one of Bermuda's most magical natural wonders. From their accidental discovery to their enduring beauty, Crystal and Fantasy Caves offer a journey into nature's artistic masterpiece, leaving visitors with memories as vivid as the sparkling crystals within. Pinega Caves, Russia. Deep in the northern stretches of Russia lies the Pinega Nature Reserve, a protected gem in Arkhangelsk Oblast. Established in 1974, this reserve safeguards northern Russia's unique karst landscapes and dense coniferous forests. It sits east of the Pinega River, stretching across the Sotka River and parts of the White Sea Koloy Plateau, forming a haven of natural beauty and biodiversity. The Pinega Reserve is like stepping into a hidden world. Its most remarkable feature is the karst terrain, land shaped by water carved into limestone over centuries. This process has created over 500 caves, winding ravines as long as 5 kilometers, and 83 shimmering lakes, most of which are karst lakes. Streams like the Karyala even disappear underground, only to reappear kilometers away, adding an air of mystery to this already magical place. The forests here mix Siberian fir, pine, birch, and larch. While birch forests have grown in areas where trees once burned or were cut, the rest of the woods remain untouched and vibrant. With 480 plant species, some unique to this corner of the world, Pinega is a botanist's dream. Alongside the greenery, floodplain meadows add a splash of diversity to the landscape. Wildlife thrives here, though most animals are wanderers, moving in and out of the reserve. You might spot a moose, a wolverine, or even a brown bear. Around 15 to 20 call this place home. Wolves, lynxes, foxes, and badgers roam these woods, while beavers and otters enjoy the creeks and lakes. Despite its relatively small size, Pinega offers a dynamic ecosystem teeming with life. The reserve's roots trace back to the 13th century, when Russians settled along the Pinega River. However, the wilderness remained untouched until the 20th century, when biologist Dmitry Saburov championed its preservation. From 1963 to 1966, Saburov studied the area and proposed a vast reserve of 1,020 square kilometers. While the timber industry resisted, a compromise created a smaller reserve in 1974. Over time, its size grew to 515 square kilometers, with the last expansion in 1996. Visiting Pinega is like stepping into another world. From its mesmerizing caves to its lush forests and hidden lakes, it's a reminder of the incredible power of nature. Thanks to Saburov's vision and the dedication of conservationists, this northern treasure continues to inspire awe and protect its fragile ecosystems for generations to come. Alabaster Caverns, USA. Settled in Oklahoma's Woodward County, Alabaster Caverns State Park is home to one of the largest gypsum caves open to the public. This natural wonder has been millions of years in the making. Over 200 million years ago, during the Permian Age, This land was covered by a vast inland sea. As the water evaporated, it left thick gypsum deposits and other minerals behind. Over time, shifting earth brought these layers closer to the surface, and streams carved out the magnificent caverns we see today. The main cavern stretches 3/4 of a mile long, reaching up to 50 feet high and 60 feet wide in places. Inside, the walls sparkle with selenite crystals and pink and white gypsum, while rare black alabaster adds a striking contrast. The cavern splits into smaller caves and chambers, with intriguing names like Devil's Kitchen and Crystal Vault. With a year-round temperature of 52 to 58 degrees, it's an incredible escape even on the hottest days. The history of the caverns is as fascinating as their geology. Despite no official record of their discovery, they were once hideouts for 19th century outlaws. The first known exploration occurred in 1898, shortly after Hugh Lytton settled nearby during the Cherokee Outlet Run. By the 1920s, locals had nicknamed the area Bat Caves and started offering tours for a small fee. In 1939, an Englishman named Charles Grass bought the land and began renovations, giving the caves their current name, Alabaster Caverns. However, when Grass's health declined in the early 1950s, local business people and railroad workers campaigned for the state to purchase the land. Oklahoma acquired the property in 1953 for $34,000, turning it into a state park 3 years later. Remarkably, during the Cold War, the caverns were even designated as a nuclear fallout shelter, capable of holding 3,000 people. Nature lovers and adventure seekers flock to the park for its unique attractions. The caves are home to 5 species of bats, with populations reaching up to 10,000. Visitors might spot the cave myotis, the Mexican free-tailed bat, or the western big-eared bat during their tour. Beyond the main cavern, the park offers hiking trails, picnic areas, and the thrill of wild caving in 5 undeveloped caves for those with the proper gear. With over 40,000 visitors a year, Alabaster Caverns State Park remains one of Oklahoma's most captivating destinations, a testament to nature's artistry and underground stories. Optimistychna Cave, Ukraine. At the core of the Ukrainian village of Korolivka in Ternopil Oblast lies Optimistychna, the world's longest gypsum cave and Europe's longest cave system, stretching an incredible 164 miles, 264 kilometers. This labyrinth of passageways is a true underground marvel. It ranks as the 7th longest cave in the world, trailing giants like Mammoth Cave in the United States and Sistema Sac Actun in Mexico. Its name, Optimistychna, meaning optimistic in Ukrainian, perfectly captures the awe and wonder this hidden world inspires. Discovered in 1966 by members of the Lviv Speleological Club Cyclope, the cave was entirely unknown until then. Explorers have mapped out its sprawling network over the decades, uncovering its intricate beauty. Though more than 50 expeditions have ventured into its depths, exploration has slowed in recent years. Optimistychna lies close to another famous cave, Priest's Grotto, Ozerna Cave, the world's 11th longest, but no connection has been found. 2008, this extraordinary cave was officially recognized as one of Ukraine's natural wonders. The cave sits beneath a 2-square-kilometer area, carved into a layer of Neogene-era gypsum, less than 98 feet, 30 meters thick. Its winding tunnels and maze-like layout stretch across multiple levels. Most passages are modestly sized, no wider than 10 feet, 3 meters, and no taller than 5 feet, 1.5 meters, though intersections occasionally expand into larger chambers reaching 33 feet, 10 meters high. Mud often clogs these narrow corridors, making exploration a challenge. What makes Optimistychna truly breathtaking are its unique geological features. The gypsum walls are adorned with crystals of varying colors, tinted by mineral salts, and in some areas, large rosette formations shine with a black hue from manganese oxide. A layer of limestone above the gypsum has seeped into the cave, forming stunning calcite structures called speleothems, adding another dimension to its beauty. Exploring Optimistychna feels like stepping into another world, a silent, glittering maze crafted by nature over millions of years. Its vastness and intricate formations continue to captivate explorers and geologists alike, a testament to the wonders hidden beneath the Earth's surface. Malinki Cave, Ukraine. Once, the area around Malinki Cave was busy with mining and gypsum extraction. However, after mining stopped, speleologists discovered a vast, beautiful cavity beneath the earth. This cave is known as one of Ukraine's most impressive gypsum caves, and it has managed to preserve its natural beauty in an untouched state. White, gray, and brown gypsum crystals glow when light hits their walls, creating a fantastic effect. The Malinki Cave is relatively young compared to other caves, having only been explored in the 1960s. It's considered a national geological monument and offers a thrilling experience for anyone brave enough to venture into its narrow, rocky paths. The cave's humidity is high and often damp inside, which only adds to its mysterious atmosphere. For those afraid of tight spaces, this cave may not be for you, as some passages are incredibly narrow. But for adventurers, it's a must-see. Just be ready for the occasional bat flying by. Visitors are also fascinated by the cave's unusual areas, with names like Torba, Moldavanka, and Japan. These areas feature stunning gypsum formations, some still in their early stages, ready to grow into large crystals. The cave is located in a region once covered by the Sarmatian Sea millions of years ago. As the sea dried up, it left behind cracks in the land, which eventually became tunnels and caverns. These cracks formed the passageways that make up Malinki Cave today. The cave lies along the Mlinka River Valley and has tunnels stretching 40 kilometers. It has a stable temperature of about 9 to 10 degrees Celsius, no matter the season. The cave's humidity is consistently high, even reaching 100% in some areas. Its narrow passages, some as small as half a meter wide, can be challenging to navigate. The cave is full of colorful crystals, stalactites, and gypsum layers. The entrance is permanently closed to ensure safety, and visitors can only explore it with a guide from a local speleological club. The cave has several sections, each with its unique features and decorations. Over the years, it has attracted caving enthusiasts from all over Ukraine. In 1998, a new area was discovered just before Christmas, named Christmas. The cave continues to grow, with new sections being found, like the Happy section, which was revealed in the 1990s. Unexplored crystal caves are nature's hidden treasures, waiting for brave explorers to uncover their mysteries. With their stunning formations and otherworldly beauty, these caves hold secrets that have been locked away for centuries. Whether you're an adventurer or a nature lover, the allure of these untouched wonders is undeniable. The world is full of hidden gems beneath our feet. And who knows, maybe the subsequent great discovery is just waiting for the right person to find it.